Hello everyone. I've been working on this little rover project. It's part of UAV Pilot, and on board here we have a Raspberry Pi which is running the UAV Pilot on the server. So now UAV Pilot can work as both the server side running on board the UAV and also on the client side to control it. So just running through some of the hardware that's on here. We start with the Raspberry Pi, which is powered through this Arduino board, which I built custom, obviously. ATmega 328, and then here we have the voltage adapter. The red LED will come on to notify that it's powered, and the green LED says that it's all entitleized. Just power through this little USB mini dongle soldered up, and then it communicates to the Raspberry Pi over I2C. And then we have here a brushless motor, and of course down in here we have the servo that turns the front tires. This bit is called a bidirectional leveler. Now what happens is that the Raspberry Pi runs at 3.3 volts. The Arduino runs at 5 volts. If you try to send data to the Raspberry Pi to the Arduino, it won't work all by itself because 3.3 volts isn't enough to trip the Arduino to set its pin high. So this bidirectional leveler will let you send data in each direction and it'll convert the voltages for you. It costs about $5 shipped from SparkFun. And then of course we have the Raspberry Pi camera module, which is not yet implemented. Perl still needs to have XS libraries that will interface directly to it, so the video stream for UAV Pilot is not yet there. And then we have this Wi-Fi adapter, which I got one with these really nice antennas. This is a Rosewheel. Costs about $10, I think. So I got these nice antennas, so it'll hopefully keep a nice connection to my access point. So that's the complete hardware. Here, I'll just hook up the battery. Hard to do this one-handed. There we go. Okay, so that's all booting up. Those beeps are from the electronic speed controller and just indicate that everything is okay. Most speed controllers these days you'll find will have something like that. And then we'll just wait a minute for the Raspberry Pi to finish booting up, and then we can connect to it and start playing around a little bit. Now obviously there's a lot of things I need to tie down here before I can run this around outside, but I can just give a quick demo while it's sitting on the mount here. So, going to the client side. Notice here the UAV program that you normally used on AR drone before, and we're loading up the WumpusRover library, and we're connecting to a specific host. 10.16, just because that's how my internal network's all set up, and the Raspberry Pi will automatically connect, and DHCP will always get that one. It's a static mounting. So I will also log in over here. Don't look at my password. And this is logging into the Raspberry Pi. And if we do this, we should be able to find the Wumpus server started, and it didn't work this time for some reason. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll just start it up manually. I've noticed sometimes it doesn't work, and haven't figured out why yet. Okay, hopefully that started. Okay, looks good this time. And then we can connect to the screen here, just to make sure everything's okay. And there you see, that's the logging from the server. It's not getting any packets yet, because we haven't sent any. So that's fine. I'm just gonna restart this one too, just to be sure. Why did that stop again? That's not good. Oh, because I did Control C, that's why. Okay, we'll get it right this time. Just give it a second, and it'll come up. There we go. The Raspberry Pi has to load everything off of an SD card, so it can be very slow in loading. This is a Class 10 SD card in here, and it's still kind of crappy. And that killed again. Interesting. I'm just going to run it and do a quick thing. Alright, well, let's see if it stays up. You heard it go there. That was the servo moving into the straight position when it connected. And I'm going to start the joystick. This works just like the AR drone does. So, over here, we can get the joystick going. And we should be able, there we go, look at that, and get it started. You can see this brushless motor has a lot of power into it. Yeah, it can really rip. I'm not really sure on the battery life about this, just at a guess, and I'm totally making these numbers up in my head. But I'm guessing the Raspberry Pi takes around 700 milliamps with the Wi-Fi and the camera running. The Arduino plus the servos that are running off of it is probably 100 milliamps maybe. So about 800 milliamps there, running about 5 volts. This battery here runs at 11.1 volts and has 300 milliamp hours. So I'm guessing the electronics there, not including the motor, it could probably run for a good 6, 7, 8 hours, 10 maybe. The motor is going to be the big thing that sucks away your power. If you're running at full bore, you might get 10-20 minutes out of it. And the associated electronics are really kind of marginal compared to that. But anyways, this has been a lot of fun and almost complete here. But UAV Pilot 0.8 has been updated. It's up on CPAN right now. So if you're interested in building this sort of thing, it should be all there for you. Thanks for watching.